Hey guys, what's up? This is Zimmy and Basis.
And Frank Hopper.
My special guest, Franz Hopper. And his webcam's messed up on his end, but I'll link his YouTube channel so you can see him more clearly. But anyways, we're here to talk about Rosario Vampire Season 3 Possibilities Part 2. Anyways, so... Alright, moving on. So, I got a comment on my Rosario Vampire Season 3 Possibilities Part 1. And somebody was talking about recreating the whole series and actually following it off the manga. What's your opinion on that?
My opinion is it's a good idea. You know, there shouldn't be any problem with a series that's based off a manga, because sometimes that does happen, and that's pretty much, I don't know, probably a good way for some animes, but then there's animes that don't follow the series, and then it goes off from there. So,
exactly.
I mean, manga series, but untwisted moments, sorry.
You're alright. My opinion,
Yeah.
if they did do it by the manga, to be honest, I would say it would hold a lot more, because the information we're all going to tell you all tonight, or today, whenever you're watching this, all I'm going to have to say is it's really intriguing, and it plays a very crucial role. So, to be honest, I think they should recreate the whole series and follow it by the manga, because there's very crucial points. But that's just my opinion. So, but that would... Yeah. It would be a good thing.
He did most of the research. I don't have the books.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yes. Alright, so me and him were talking about maybe... Rosario Vampire doesn't have any OVA series. So me and him were sitting there talking, and we're like, oh my god, we came up with so many great OVA ideas. Like, wow. Alright, so let me go off with mine first, and then we'll get to yours. Alright? So, mine was like, okay, we've never seen a Rosario Vampire Christmas OVA. Now, we don't have to... Exactly. We don't have to tell you what's going to happen. You already know what's going to happen if you've seen the series. But it's going to be funny as hell. It's not going to be like a hentai-ish kind of thing, but it's going to be somewhat there. Kind of like if you've seen Yosuga no Sora. It's going to be something like that, maybe, depending on what they do. Of course. Yeah. Now, another one of mine is, what if Skune had a harem? Well, of course, it's something like that in the series, but what happens if he's like Hugh Hefner, and he has all the girls? Then he fucking wins! He wins! Everybody wins! That's the greatest OVA series right there. Man, they never think of that. They never think of that. My god. Alright, so that's pretty much my OVA ideas. We're going to move on to Mr. Franz Hopper's. Now, right here on my notes, it says, what if Skune marries the other girls? Like, different episodes, like we talked about for, like, what happens if he married Mocha? What happens if he married Kurumuru? Different episodes, you know? It'd be interesting to see, like, what...
Yeah.
Yes.
It would have been interesting to see what would happen when it came out after he graduated from monster school. And, you know, where are they going to get married? Where are they going to live? And are they going to pop out a few kids?
Exactly.
I mean, in some monster series I have reviewed, that tends to happen.
Exactly.
But they get mixed with half-blood. So that's my question. I think that'd be hilariously funny, because now he's got to take care of more than he bargained for.
Oh, big time.
But it's funny.
To be honest, I'd like to see, like, how, like, Ruby... Ruby's not one of my favorites, but she's a masochist. So I'd like to see how her and Skune would hit it off if they were married. I would love to see the whole bondage room. I'd love to see the whole bondage room.
I think that would... Ruby was basically convinced from the anime series, from Skune, to go to the monster world. I think that would probably be beneficial for Ruby to like try to get with him too. I mean, there's some wording when I reviewed the anime series on the discs with Ruby and Tsune, but other than that, that's really just kept to a minimum. So I think that would be a good point to point out right there.
Yeah.
And then there was another spin-off OAV series that had written down, but it got just somehow my computer crashed and it fucked up, and now it's missing partially data. So I can't even find that damn thing that I wrote down and I'm pissed about it. I'm pretty sure.
Well, you know what? It's okay. Well, why don't we talk about the other OVA one that you thought of? What if Tsune dates Kurumuru and Mizore's mom, and he didn't fall for the girls?
That's what I thought would have been funny too, because
yes,
you know, her mom and Midori and Kururu's mom are just basically at war with each other, and they're trying to fight over who's going to get to marry Tsune, because spoiler, when they were students from Yokai Academy. There we go, Yokai Academy. I remember that they had a crush on, believe it or not, a guy named Gonzo, and he turned fat, and he had a kid with another chick, fat chick. Whew, that was creepy. But yeah, now they're trying to get with Tsune. And I was wondering what they would do with him. Would he actually choose Kururu's mom, the succubus? I don't remember her name. Or Mizore's mom.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Or the snow fairy. Or maiden.
A couple of kids too. That would have been fun too.
Oh yeah. It'd be kind of weird if he knocked both Kurumuru and Mizore's mom, or either one of them, and that.
Then I remembered Mizore's mom married to some other dude.
Yeah, she's already married, but we only saw him once. But it would be pretty funny to see like if that really did happen, because that would be a fucking ball busting buster.
But yeah. Oh, God.
All right.
Oh man. Oh, now I have that ID series that I got deleted in my fucking computer. Okay.
Go.
I was thinking, since they go to the human world on field trips, if they went on a extended field trip towards for summer vacation, where they got to like get together with their families. But here's the catch, Mocha's, following Tsune everywhere, so she's going to want to go with him on his summer vacation because she doesn't want to be in a monster role. So they're going to travel around Tokyo, Okinawa, and, damn it, I had one more place in my head, but other than that, that's a few examples right there, and then they bump some uglies. And when they return from summer vacation, she finds out that she's pregnant with Tsune's child. And she's practically forcing him to marry her.
Oh.
That's another one that I thought would have been funny.
That would have been funny.
And, the other didn't find out about this until after they came back from summer break.
Oh, dude, that right there screams hentai. Wow, that's funny.
But they're traveling against time to, really get to know each other.
Mm-hmm.
Actually dating through the whole summer break. But yeah, that does scream a little hentai, but
yeah.
Not when you only have one scene of that. And they're just, going through their motion of relationship.
Yeah, true. All right. Well, that's all the OVA series we have. Now, why don't we go into the books? Now, we're going to talk about Season 1, the book the very first Rosario vampire mangas that very first came out, books 1 through 10. Not the second season, the very first. Because I actually, when I said in the part 1, when I was doing it, I said there's some other great stories, but I haven't done that yet. As that was a teaser. So I asked Miss France Harper to join me on book 1. We spent a couple of months together working on this. And now we're going to talk about all of season 1, because there's a lot of... a lot of crucial things in the book that honestly should be in the series. For many reasons, because they're very crucial. So, alright, here we go.
When he told me about the books... I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh, okay. But we skipped a few chapters because they're pretty much loosely... Hang on, give me one sec. Yeah. What? What? What?
Remember what you were talking about Skyping and downloading?
I'm not downloading.
No, you're Skyping.
I don't use memory.
Yes, it does.
No, don't.
It uses bandwidth.
Bandwidth is a memory.
That has nothing to do with memory. Okay?
Hey.
Okay. Let me tell you this. Remember what Ron said?
Yes, but I haven't downloaded anything.
It's not just downloading.
Alright, Anna. Okay. Alright. I'll just delete that part. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay,
No problem.
anyways, moving on. Okay. Okay. Moving on. So now we're going to talk now, of course, it's very crucial, like I said, because due to, you know, a whole bunch of possible episodes, because there's a lot of missing things and a lot of very crucial things, but like I said, the reason why we skipped some chapters because they're pretty much like the series, so that's why we're skipping. Miss France Hopper, what were you going to say? What cut you off?
They were basically covered. Most of the parts that we skipped that he's talking about were basically covered in depth in the anime series of the first 2 discs, I think, when I was watching them. It covered about Mizure, if I remember correctly. It did cover Mizure almost correctly, but it basically got...
Yeah, you'll see when I tell you. When we tell you. Mm-hmm. Y'all are going to have fun when we tell you this. Alright, you ready? Alright, people, here we go. Alright, now, in the first book, there's a chapter called The Art of the Birthday. Now, this kind of, we thought about, there would be a major villain in here that would come back later, which will tell you who she is and stuff. But this kind of gives Mocha a little bit of an edge and Skune an edge of, like, how they start to like each other a whole lot more, and it kind of proves a little bit more. So, basically, it's Skune's 16th birthday, and he wants to spend the whole day with Mocha, of course. And, he was going to admit he loved Mocha. Exactly. And he was going to admit he loved Mocha on his birthday, which would have been a huge ass shocker. And basically, Mocha ditches Skune because she's already got something going on. But basically, she's saying she forgot his birthday, but there's a big surprise at the end. Mr. Franz Hopper?
Yeah. Yeah, if I remember correctly, the birthday surprise was basically some sort of cake. That or, damn it.
No, it was not a cake.
It
was not a cake.
Yeah.
It's funny, it's funny.
Fuck.
It's alright. Alright, and so basically, a lot of the girls have been disappearing in Yokai Academy. And
That's right. Okay.
And now we meet
Yeah.
a villain known as the art teacher Hitome Imagami. So basically, she's the art teacher, and that's where Mocha's been going. So basically, go ahead.
Basically, I don't know if you want to do this as spoiler alert, but she basically has powers to the art teacher turn her students into stone.
Yes, the people she was sculpting, she turned into stone. Because what creature is she? What monster? She is...
Medusa.
Yes, Medusa. And how did we know this? Because Skune found a naked girl statue in the locker in the art room, and the statue was crying, which is actually pretty interesting.
Basically, yeah.
Yes. And Mocha got mad at...
That was pretty interesting.
Exactly. Mocha got mad at Skune because Skune was trying to confront her and everything. And so, he leaves Mocha and gets mad. And the art teacher tricks Mocha and tries to turn her into stone. Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
To be one of her own.
I forgot about that part. She does try to turn Mocha into a stone statue.
Yep. Mocha finds out about the missing... Yeah. Reason why? Because Mocha found the naked statue of the girls. I think they're naked, but I don't know. And...
yeah, I did kind of find that strange, so...
Yes.
A little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Not too much.
So, Skune comes in, tries to save Mocha, and apparently Skune gets turned into stone. But right before he does, he pulls off the rosary. And...
Right in time, too.
Exactly. He got turned to stone. Mocha just whoops the art teacher's ass. And literally wins the day. And then, of course, while Skune was recovering, Mocha comes up to him and gives him his birthday present. His birthday present was a painted picture of Skune. And that...
That's right, it was. My bad. Why did I think it was a cake?
I don't know why. It's just mostly obvious, I guess.
Wait a minute. I remember why it was a cake. It was because in one of the episodes they threw this party of some sort in a newspaper club.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. Yeah.
My bad.
And, of course, Himagami, or we'll call her Hitori. Hitori got fired. But that's not the last we'll see of her.
That was the outcome of it. If you turn your students into stone, you're going to get your ass fired. I'm surprised they even did that.
Exactly.
Because, in the whole series, from what I observed, it didn't look like the headmaster really cared.
Yeah. It's like
again,
trial and error. Yeah, but we'll tell you why the headmaster does all this stuff. That's later on. All right, now not the art teacher. Now the next chapter we found is called Deadline. Now basically, this honestly shows Kurumuru actually getting into a fight and winning. Besides Mocha, because of course everybody loves Mocha, except me. I love Mizore, yep. But this shows Kurumuru kicking ass. I mean, seriously. You see Kurumuru at her best in this. So, basically, Kurumuru is getting her photos taken by a stranger, like inappropriate photos and all that junk. And she got a mysterious letter, and she was being blackmailed. So...
Yeah, she was.
Mm-hmm. And so she basically she goes to the place where she meets the guy. The guy's name is... Nagara Kano, I think, or Nagane Kano.
Yeah.
Either one, but we'll call him Kano.
If I remember correctly, was close. I don't remember about his whole name, but it was The end of
Yes.
it, the last part just pronounced it was correct.
Exactly. And he wanted Kurumuru all to himself. So what he did
Yeah.
was he threatened to post the pictures around school. So basically he had Kurumuru under his power. And he takes pictures of Kurumuru in different like cosplay outfits, and it's really like
Yeah,
maid outfits, swimsuits and all that junk.
dude, that was seriously creepy in the most, no, I wouldn't say pedophile way, but stalkery way.
Yes.
It's like some guy's fantasy coming to life, but it doesn't. And he gets his ass kicked later.
Exactly. And basically, Kano gets revenge because Kurumuru got sick and tired of it, and he took the final draft of the newspaper article that the newspaper club was working on. So
Yeah.
basically, Nagano blackmails her with a floppy disk of pictures of her and the final draft. So basically, he's got her even more under control. So basically...
That I found funny, but then...
Yes. So basically, she gets mad, and she starts to get really mad. So basically, Kano is a slug monster.
Oh, yeah, he was a slug monster.
Yes.
This is, that,
Mm-hmm.
God, awful looking ones. I mean, I feel bad for the guy, but never do that. That's your best.
And the girls come in, but Kurumuru honestly shines and just beats the crap out of the guy. And
I mean, you gotta think about it. Succubus, slug, 0.
exactly.
Succubus, 1.
So Kurumuru wins, and everything is back to the way it is. But the reason why we picked that, it may sound like a little crappy story, but to be honest, it shows Kurumuru at her best. That's why. Now, of course...
Yeah, and I think they should have done that.
The next one we have is called The Secret. Basically, The Secret... Okay, you know The Secret. The Secret's basically where Skune is basically... where they found out he was human and everything in the school and whatnot and junk. Mizorde wasn't in this.
Yeah.
But the only things we want to point out is that the art teacher plays a huge role in the security committee. The art teacher fights alongside with the community, and she says, we will meet again, Skune, along with the girl.
Yeah.
Mocha.
Yeah.
So that's the only reason why we said something like that. Mm-hmm. Now, this one's called Blood. Of course, you already know she gives him his blood. And that was only like, what, third or fourth chapter in? Now, the blood will play a huge part. Go ahead, sorry.
No. Well, yeah, she basically gives him his blood, which you all know if you have seen the series. And if you don't, please don't watch this. Friendly reminder. But yeah, she does give him his blood because he was near death at the ending of one of the episodes.
Yeah.
Pretty much towards the last in the end.
Exactly. So, of course, the blood plays a big, huge role, the vampire blood, and throughout the rest of the series. And you'll see why. Alright, so, the next story we have is called Blood. Now, we meet a new enemy called Chopper Rikishi. What the fuck? He's on the wrestling team.
Horrible name.
Yeah, that's a fun name. Call him Chopper after that person from One Piece. Anyways, so basically, Skune
the last name was kind of crazy. Chopper.
Yeah, because basically, the wrestler got mad because Skune did something to him, and he was the wrestler's a jerk. So basically, anyways, Skune turns Mocha down from sucking blood because Skune is afraid of turning into a vampire. So,
Oh yeah.
she said she would sacrifice herself to Skune for anything, even if he did turn into a
Oh
vampire,
yeah, that's right.
because she cared so much about him.
That's right.
Yes.
That's right. She did.
So, Skune basically, when he sees Mocha getting attacked because, she was sacrificing herself, his vampire blood starts boiling up. And he shows a little bit of his power. And believe me, in the series you don't see the power going, but man, Skune just... no lay the guy.
Dude, I remember when you showed me the manga series of the picture of his true form. That was awesome.
Yes, it was. That was
That's
being
one of
book
the other
2,
things that they should
season
do.
2. Exactly. But the wrestler came back stronger. And so Mocha injects her blood into Skune to unleash more of his vampire power. And man, Skune just whoops the... the wrestler is a troll, just to let you all know. And he just basically whoops the crap out of him. And then everything went back to normal.
That was fun.
Exactly.
That was funny.
Yes, it was. But this...
I mean,
yeah. So basically, the
Go ahead.
reason... Go ahead, sorry.
no, the thing's cutting out on me.
Okay. What I was just
Go
saying...
ahead.
Okay, what I was saying is the reason why we chose this chapter is because it shows Skune's vampire blood. And it's going to evolve, and he's going to get stronger and stronger and stronger. So, Book 5, Book 5, a new semester.
I remember that part.
So,
Some of it, at least.
I think this is where we meet Mizore. Alright.
That's right. This is the part where she comes into play, I think.
Yes. Now, here's what's really funny. The way she comes in is different in the anime, but in the manga, it's completely different. So here's how we're going to tell it to you all. So, Mizore wants Skune to be class president.
That's right.
Yes. And
I
Skune...
didn't see that part in the anime series.
Yep.
I reviewed it like 3 times already. I did not see the part where she wants Skune to be the class president.
Exactly. And Skune doesn't want to be class president. So basically, Mizore's been hanging out quite a bit with Skune and wanting more of him. So she wants Skune really bad. She gets really mad when Skune wants to see Mocha. I mean, really mad. Yeah, and when Kurumaru and Mocha, of course, come, she gets her butt kicked and Mizore runs away. And she doesn't come back to school.
Right.
Now.
Sorry, the mic is quality cruddy thing.
Now, the next chapter is called Girl of the Snow. Now, Girl of the Snow is basically where Mizore was crying because she lost Skune, which is honestly really sad. Now...
That was bad.
It is sad. Because you don't see that in the anime series. You don't see her cry for Skune. So, she shows a whole lot of emotion.
Yeah, that should have been at least part of it, but...
Exactly. Oh, and
it was different in the anime.
And one thing I forgot to mention in the last one, she gave Skune her newspaper, and it had Mrs. Skune Ano and all that lovey-dovey junk on it. So that's pretty funny. That should have been in the series.
Right.
But anyways,
I tried looking at in the anime series. I did see something like that, but it was just a bunch of written little scribble and crap. I couldn't really understand it. I even put it on subtitles. Nothing.
Yeah. Alright, so now Girl of the Snow, where we left off. So two guys come to comfort her, and she basically attacks them. Not really attack them, but freeze them. Now, here's the fun part. They actually get attacked by someone else, but we'll tell you that in a little bit. Now, Skune is somewhat class president at the moment.
Yeah, he's being voted for.
Uh-huh.
Wait, that's right. Right?
Yeah.
All right. As
So,
long as I at least got it right.
yeah. So basically, Mizore attacked Skune when Skune was trying to cheer her up, and which was kind of weird. And so basically, he was trying to confront her and talk to her about the guys. So she said she didn't attack the guys fully. She just froze them. Basically, and then unthawed them. Kind of like raising their body temperature down.
She did unthaw.
Yes, she did.
Sorry.
You're alright, you're alright. And, so, the person who attacked them is none other than the one who hates Mizore and attacked the hell out of her. Katsubo, the gym teacher.
Yeah. The PE teacher.
Mm-hmm. He tries to kill Mizore and push her off the cliff.
If I remember correctly, he was some sort of octopus.
Yes, he was. Or squid, whatever. And basically, him and Mizore fall off the cliff a little bit, but Mizore was saved by Skune. Now, Mocha gives Skune some vampire blood and attacks Kabutsu when Katsubo, attacked Mizore.
All right.
And so, Skune comes back full force when he got his butt whooped, even though he still had vampire blood. But more was injected, is what I'm trying to say. And he just pulverizes Kabutsu. And of course, you know how Mizore was. She joins, and you know the rest. So, that shows you a whole different prospect of like how Mizore comes in and how she cried because she lost Skune. That would have put a whole bigger dent in the story, in my opinion. Because it would show a whole lot more meaning.
That does actually show a whole lot more meaning. I got to agree with you on that one.
Yes.
Because when the anime series started me in the almost 5th or 7th episode between, it just showed her in these pictures getting attacked by Coach Blue.
Yeah.
It didn't actually show the whole story behind it on why he's attacking her and shit.
Yeah. And
I gotta agree with them.
Yeah. We skipped quite a few chapters where Ruby comes in because it's just, of course, the witch and stuff. It's not really that much important because the witch didn't really play that big of a role in the series. But, it shows a little bit more of Ruby's side, but it kind of... But we chose the important ones, so...
It showed Ruby's past is what it was trying to get at.
Yeah.
But, if I remember correctly, it did show some flashbacks from her past, and I guess she was in a hallucinated state.
Yeah.
Where she's still protecting that sunflower field.
Field in that little house.
Yeah, that too. I almost forgot about the house.
Yeah, even though that house should be burned down by then. Huh. Anyways.
That house is owned by a bunch of...
Yeah, it's owned by a bunch of weirdos. Alright, anyways. We're going to move on to the next chapter. Chapter 20, Corrosion. Now, when Mocha injects the vampire blood into Skune, it starts to hurt him. But Mocha admits hers heals, but she swears up and down that it's not hers. But, you know, and basically, his puncture marks are hurting him again, and they hurt. And we have a new enemy called, well, not a new enemy, but it's the same enemy, Sazo Komiya, the guy who was the very first enemy in the series.
That's right. If I remember correctly, he could try to take forms of other people. At least closely, if I remember.
Yeah.
Or if that's another series entirely, but...
And so basically, of course, he attacks Skune because he wants Mocha. And so he does attack Mocha. And here's an interesting thing. Sazio is part of a group called, was it the Anti-Schoolers or the Monstrals? I think it was the Anti-Schoolers, I believe.
I think it was, yeah, it was partially Anti-Schoolers.
No, it was the Monstrals. The Anti-Schoolers come later. Okay, so it's the the Monstrals.
That's right.
And
yeah, that group. They're dicks.
And basically...
That group was a dick, I swear.
Yeah. They basically attack. Skune isn't strong enough because he's super weak because of the mark. And he attacks.
And then he attacks Mocha for, you know, making him look bad.
Mm-hmm.
So it's basically revenge to side.
Exactly. And so basically after that, Mocha basically tries to inject more into him, but it only causes him a little bit more pain. So after they're attacking, basically it Skune gets really mad when Mocha gets hurt even worse. So basically he just goes all out and starts attacking all of them at once. And believe me, he did a number on Sazio and all the others.
Seriously, that was the best part ever.
Exactly. So, but you get to meet the Monstrals, but you're going to meet the other guy. Okay, so basically, Skune is in the hospital and stuff and whatnot. Well, not yet. So basically, hang on, I can't remember where the notes were. I'll just block it out. Damn it. Let me pull up the mangas. It's a whole lot easier with the mangas.
Hey, G, your webcam's tickling me.
Huh?
Your webcam's kind of getting worried.
It's kind of getting worried?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll have to cut that one out. Damn it. I'm sorry, dude. It's just, you're always prepared.
Yeah, no problem. Oh, mine.
It's just the problem. The problem here is that the stupid freaking thing. Okay, yep. Okay, then book 6. It is what we need. Okay. And then so basically, okay. So the next chapter is called Bad Blood. Now,
that's right, Bad Blood.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Bad Blood. Basically, a new enemy Kasubi Mito comes in. Of course, you already know the Monstrals.
Yeah,
They're a bunch of people who are like half human and half monsters. That's the difference between Monstrals and all them. They don't have a human form. They're actually human and half. But anyways, they capture Mocha and take her back to their little base. And Mocha kicks Mito, and he just gets pissed. And Tsukune's power is shown a little bit more, and believe me, he just annihilates the crap out of the guy. I mean, just And it shows it. Yes, and it shows a whole lot more because it shows that Mocha and Tsukune, it shows a little bit more to them. So now, okay, so the next chapter is A Kiss. Mito survives. Tsukune can't use any more vampire blood because it will kill him. So if Tsukune has any more vampire blood, it will kill him. So Kido can make it rain. It's a different kind of rain. Tsukune sacrifices himself for Mocha. He blocks an attack for Mocha. And honestly, you don't see that much. Well, you do a little bit, but this is like full on where he's like, It proves more that it proves that he is showing more commitment to Mocha by sacrificing himself.
That's right.
And even though it goes against the inner Mocha, the inner Mocha's like, you've got to inject more blood into him. It's the only choice. So basically, she fills him up with more blood. She apologizes if she kills him. And boom, Tsukune is a whole lot more powerful. And just annihilates Mito. Just, wow.
That was awesome.
Yes.
If I remember correctly, wasn't he the centipede?
Mito was the... He was like a mixture of things. He was like a mixture of like weird creatures.
Huh. I thought I'd be close.
Yeah, he's kind of like, I don't know. But anyways, next chapter is called Ghoul. Now, of course, this right here is really important to the series. Tsukune is a ghoul.
That's right. He becomes a ghoul.
Oh, yeah.
That I thought was interesting because in most vampire cases, either you turn into a ghoul or you turn into a vampire, one way or the other.
Oh, yeah.
From just an example of other vampire series that I've seen, but in this case, I didn't see that. So
I mean, yeah, of course, like I said, he just beats Mito. He just punches him like in the speed of light.
That was awesome.
Yeah, and then Tsukune just beats the whole gang up. And once he was done, Mocha has to fight Tsukune in order to get him back to human form.
That's right. She does have to fight him. Because he's basically in berserker mode.
Yeah. And Ruby is actually the one who saves Tsukune.
That's right, and the headmaster comes into play too.
Yes, so they both come into play.
And I think the headmaster gives him a charm.
Yes.
Now that I think about it, I should have brought this up during the part where we were starting to say about the OAV series.
Go ahead.
Ah, damn it. I I just had it. Hold on. Give me a sec. That's right. Okay. When, he's basically transformed into a vampire or a ghoul, I thought for sure that the headmaster would seal him off from the human world.
Mm-hmm.
Because, he's a monster, half human now because, he might cause trouble or some shit.
Yeah.
And his mom would probably be worried, and then Skune would have to be forced to tell her everything or show her, because when you talk something like this, she ain't gonna believe it.
Yeah. And okay, so now the next chapter is called Nightmare. Now basically you have Skune and Mocha basically in Skune's dream, and Mocha basically just stabs Skune through his heart.
Oh,
But it was just a dream, because where Skune's in the hospital, he's all beat up and everything.
that's right, it was.
And the headmaster gives Skune like a charm bracelet to keep his inner ghoul in.
Yeah, his powers in check.
But Mito barely survives, but he is killed by the nurse,
Basically, who's part of a secret organization.
pretty much. She's somewhat a part of the Monstrals, but he failed, and she kills him. Of course, Mocha feels really bad for what happened, and she doesn't want to be around Skune, because she feels super bad, and she wants to be away from him, and Skune wants to be with Mocha because he wants to apologize and be with her. It shows
you
exactly.
how loyal they are to each other.
Yes, and it's just a stronger bond. It's getting bigger and bigger. Of course,
That's
like yeah.
Awesome ending.
And the nurse, of course, has a very poisonous little sting, and he kills Mito.
That's right, and if I remember correctly, she can also mind control when she injects the victim.
Yes.
Opposite what you said.
And of course, there's a doctor in here. You only see the nurse, but there's also a doctor.
That's right. They never did show any doctors or anything
Yes.
like that.
The nurse is Yakumaru, and the doctor is Yutaka Yuji.
God, what a weird ass name.
Exactly. And basically, Skune finds Mocha, and then it's like a joyous reunion, but the doctor comes along, and basically, yeah. And yeah, of course, the doctor is after Mocha, but of course, Mocha just whoops the doctor. The doctor, that's it. Doctor, it doesn't have to be around anymore. The doctor's gone.
He just goes bye-bye.
Yep. I mean, he just one hit with a vase. Mocha just grabs vase and just...
Vase just goes...
Exactly. That's it for the doctor. Short-lived doctor. That's the shortest enemy ever.
Seriously? He just got his ass kicked.
Mm-hmm.
Dead, probably, from the face punch. Oh.
And of course, here comes the nurse.
And then starts using her marionette powers.
Well, not marionette power. She injects Mocha like this, and then she becomes a puppet.
Yep. I just want to say marionette powers for some reason.
Yeah, she's like a puppet, like a marionette puppet.
Yeah. But then again, it's just, like you said, injection.
Exactly. Now, the next chapter is called Scar. Now, Mocha is a puppet, of course, and the nurse told Mocha to kill anyone, including Skune. Now, Mocha attacks Skune.
Yeah, that's right.
Now, Kurumuru tries to break Mocha out of the trance. It somewhat works, but we have a new...
Somewhat works, but, I think I can get this one. Let me have this one. Oh, I swear. He has to basically have help
Yeah.
from hold on, let me guess the characters if I can. And if I can't, you're gonna have to correct me.
Mm-hmm.
Kurumuru, Izuri, and Yukari. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes! Oh,
You got it. All right.
second there, I thought I wasn't gonna get it.
Anyways, they basically go and Ruby is trying to snap Mocha out of it while Kurumuru and the guys are fighting the nurse. Of course.
Basically trying to buy time.
Yes. Now Mocha defends Skune when the nurse attacks. So basically, she's the one who sacrifices herself again.
Yeah,
It's more and
right.
more and more. Skune took off the rosary, but nothing happens. Now, Mocha, of course, attacks Skune and inflicts the attack on her. She tries to attack him, but she inflicts it on her.
That's right.
So basically, when he took the rosary off on Mocha, basically she just whooped the nurse's ass. I mean, just wow. So this right here just proves like how the nurse and everything marionette powers, because this is something interesting.
Basically.
Yes. And so now we move on to the next chapter called True Feelings. Now, Kurumuru is jealous when she heard Skune at the Monstral base say, "I want to be with you from now on. We're together, Mocha." She heard that, and she's really pissed.
Yeah. I feel bad for Kurumuru on that one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but...
Oh, and we have a new villain called Kirya. So Kirya shows himself to Kurumuru. He is telling Kurumuru he will help her to get back. So Kurumuru is trying to take off the rosary off of Mocha. Doesn't work. But Kurumuru fights Kirya, who is a Cyclops, and believe me, she whoops the Cyclops. So this is another thing where you see Kurumuru extremely jealous and just whoops more. Man, she just, wow.
She just shows her basic potential.
Oh yeah, big time. Now,
I found it funny when she just whoops that guy's ass, that Cyclops' ass.
I know, right?
Down on the first
Mm-hmm.
I think, if I remember correctly.
Big time.
Boom! Boom!
Now, the next one we have is called I Promise, the next chapter. Mocha and Skune are back to normal again. No, no more marks. Everything's back to normal. Now,
Right.
Mocha got a bruise, and Skune is attacked by Mocha's blood. Of course, she got a bruise from Skune. Anyways, Skune almost sucked Mocha's... Actually, no. Mocha got a bruise, and Skune is attracted to Mocha's blood.
That's right. He tries to go for it.
Yes. So Skune almost sucked Mocha's blood, which is interesting.
That's what I found interesting too, because I don't remember at least any vampire going at each other's blood.
Exactly.
But that does show that they're intertwined for I'm not going to say eternity because I don't know that.
Yeah.
But for at least until they graduate.
All right. So Mocha faints. A new enemy appears and attacks Skune. He is a centipede.
Ha!
Oh, we don't remember the person's name, but the centipede attacks Mocha and makes her bleed. When Skune sees that, Skune's vampire powers kick in, and then he just goes crazy on the centipede. His powers disappear from the battle somehow.
They're underground.
Oh yeah, and then when the battle was done, all Mocha wanted was to suck Skune's blood. And you know what the centipede was? The headmaster was testing Skune.
That's right, he was
So
his ability to control his power with
yes. Exactly.
And charm.
Yes. So all these people and everything that are here is just a test.
I think it worked.
It did work, believe me, it did.
He whooped his ass. That was fun to watch.
Oh yeah, it was. It was fun to watch. Okay, so now then we move on to the next one. I don't know where book 7 is. Damn it. Uh-oh. Okay, we'll kick that one out. Okay. Hang on.
No problem. I gotta get me a drink real quick.
Okay.
Oh, my drinks.
Oh, okay.
All right, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Ooh.
Alright. Yeah, okay. I see. Okay, now. Alright.
So I got some freaking drinks in the damn fridge, but I forgot to stack it.
Alright, so the next chapter is called Our Choice. Now, a new enemy appears. But the guy is graffitiing on school grounds.
That's right. He starts graffitiing on school grounds, and hold on, let me try to remember this part. I know I can do it. Skune intercepts him, asks, "What the hell are you doing?" And that's all I can remember.
And basically, people think Skune did it.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So the headmaster calls Skune into his office, and he wants Skune to catch this guy.
Yeah, basically prove his innocence.
Yes. So the headmaster told Skune his friends were destroying him because of his powers and everything.
Really? The headmaster went that far?
Yeah, but it's all... Yeah, you'll see.
Oh yeah.
Later on. Skune is attacked by the graffiti monster.
That's right. Now, just so you know, YouTubers, I did think the graffiti monster was kind of weird.
Yeah.
A weird idea. Membas and I thought it was a...
Amian basis.
How the hell did a graffiti monster even come into existence?
I have no clue.
If I remember correctly, there's no such thing as a graffiti monster.
Yeah. Only in Hollywood.
But
anyways.
So I can't really say anything there.
Yeah.
Just creativity.
Anyways.
Not creativity.
So basically, if Skune was suspended or anything like that, because if the headmaster, if Skune didn't catch the monster, Mocha would quit school too and go to the real world with Skune.
That's right. She did say that.
Yes. So it's getting bigger and bigger. The whole relationship thing.
Yeah, their relationship's pretty much almost to the point where they just want to marry each other. So that's kind of the OAV series that we were talking about.
Yeah.
But it's like leading up to that part.
Yes, exactly. And Tsukune's vampire powers awaken again.
That was the best part.
And beats the crap out of the graffiti monster, but there's a price to pay. Tsukune faints from the power.
Yeah, that's right. He does faint from the power.
Mm-hmm.
Because normal humans can't really handle that much
Power.
in one go, or in over time. But if I remember correctly, all vampires, from when I studied vampire history, it takes a lot of time to even begin to like control your powers. You'd have to have like another vampire help you control them. But
Yeah.
that's just from an example.
Big time. Alright, so now we're going to move on to the next chapter of Book 8 called The Dark Heart of the School.
That was the best. No, not that.
Tsukune is working for the school festival committee.
That's right. He was working for the school festival committee
Yes.
in the manga series.
Mm-hmm. So the whole excuse me. So the whole newspaper crew is like Mocha and them are like throwing a fit over Tsukune because he's joining the festival committee.
That's right. If I remember correctly, from what you told me, Mem Bassett,
Basis.
They want him not to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Because they want him on the newspaper event.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And so basically the headmaster wants the monstrals and the anti-schoolers destroyed. The anti-school, well, there's somewhat the monstrals are destroyed, but they're called but there's a different group called the anti-schoolers who want to destroy the school.
Right.
So that was my mistake. I'm sorry for that, people who are watching. Basically Tsukune is bait when he goes into the school festival committee. He's bait to catch out the anti-schooler who plans to destroy the committee. And we have a new enemy, Hakuto Koneshino.
That sounds about right.
Yes, and someone in the student council is an anti-schooler spy. And of course, Mizuki is the anti-schooler spy. So basically, he attacks Tsukune. Kurumaru and Mizore come to the scene of the attack. Mizuki is a worm monster.
Oh, yeah, that's right, a worm monster.
Yeah, so when Kurumaru and Mizore are attacked, Tsukune's vampires powers awaken. Tsukune just whoops the crap out of him. And here's the fun part. Hakuto is the traitor.
That's right.
Yes.
Hakuto was the traitor. And
Hakuto.
he still tries to kill Tsukune.
Yes, if you see the manga, it's the guy with the glasses.
Yeah. That guy looked creepy.
Yes. Okay, so...
And I can say that.
So basically the plan... So this is a 3-day festival at the school. And a new enemy called Kirya Yoshi comes in. Of course, we've already met Kirya. Hakuto and Kirya are working together.
That's right.
Mocha is spying on Hakuto and Kirya. Mocha tells the others about the information and Tsukune doesn't believe it. Because he believes like Hakuto and him are the same. And when Tsukune goes back to the council committee, Hakuto killed all the student council except Tsukune when Tsukune came there. Hakuto is the leader of the anti-schoolers. Kurumaru and the girls come to save Tsukune. Didn't work. Ruby was attacked by Kirya, and Mocha was taken hostage.
That's right, she was taken hostage.
Yes, by Kirya.
Temporarily, from what he said, basically.
Yes.
And if I remember correctly, she does eventually get free.
Yes.
Really
But you'll see how. It's really interesting.
Yeah, I never did remember how did she actually get free. Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, the next one's called True Colors. Now, basically, the girls attack Hakuto, fail. They will not let Mocha leave. So basically, Skune vampire powers awaken and asks where Mocha is, and believe me, he just goes full force on Hakuto, attacks him and everything, but fails.
That was pretty epic.
Yeah. And then Mocha sees Skune getting beaten and honestly tries to talk sense into Kiria, saying, please let me go. Kiria holds her up, chokes her, and basically Hakuto is basically spilling all of his plans to Skune. And after that, Mocha, out of courageous act, takes her rosary, starts ripping it off, just boom, it's broke, but still attached to her, and she turns into inner Mocha, to her inner self, and just annihilates Kiria.
That's right. It was just like, boom.
Exactly.
That was the best. I think that was. I couldn't really say that there's any type of favorite part in the series because every part is like it gets better. It gets fun.
It gets better. It gets better. And then after that, Mocha comes to the scene, helps Skune, and of course those both try, but he's just too strong. Because basically what happens is Hakuto explains his past, because he was actually a human when he came to the school, like Skune. Yes, and he became a monster. And so, basically, he wants to destroy the school. So, the headmaster tries to catch him, but he breaks out of the force field and just beats the crap out of the headmaster.
Oh yeah, that's right. He does beat the crap out of the headmaster first, then disappears?
Yeah, because what Hakuto wants is he wants to destroy the barrier, and he wants to see humans suffer along with monsters, basically, like old world kind of thing. And
correctly, he does succeed?
Yes, he does, because he actually takes like the little rosary that the headmaster had. He puts the girls, except Mocha, into
the force field.
Yes, into like a force field kind of thing where they can't escape. And so basically, he does succeed. Monsters attack, and believe me, the Japanese army, they had no chance. They had no fucking chance. Anyways,
I think they actually invade the Earth? I mean,
a little bit, and then basically they try to stop it. So basically,
humans did try to stop it.
Yeah, so the girls escape. They try to use all of their powers, even Mocha, to stop the force field. They put their hands on it and tried, but they all failed and passed out because their powers were drained. So Mocha gets up because she still has some power left, and she sees Skune sacrificing himself, putting his hands there, and out of sheer luck, Hakuto has a little bit of change of heart and actually closes the force field.
That's right, he does.
And so after that, basically everybody's hospitalized.
Yeah, that's right.
Skune and Mocha
hospitalization.
back together. Here's the fun part. Hakuto is actually bitten by Kirya, who is a vampire.
Oh yeah, that's right. He was.
Yes, and he injects some of his blood into Hakuto to make him evil again.
Equal or evil?
Evil.
Evil. Okay. Just making sure.
Yes. So after that little squander, yeah. So basically, they're gonna start up the festival without Hakuto being there. Okay. So now we're gonna move on to the school festival. That's basically like where the girls' parents come in, and it's kind of like Parents' Day. So it's just
Mocha's parents don't visit her, so
yeah. And there's only like one. Yeah, there's like one little small enemy. It's a Yakuza member who comes in because he used to go to the school, and then yeah, gets mad at Skune for some damn reason. Now Now this is interesting. This is called the Visitor. This is a very interesting story right here. So basically, Skune's cousin comes to the school, Kyoko. Now
that's right, she does.
yes. Kyoko got into the school by some old lady talking to her, giving her an envelope to give to the school headmaster. Now, Kyoko is threatening Skune. If there is anything wrong with the school, she is taking him back to the human world.
Now that I think about it, she was displayed in that second series of the anime.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, she didn't have any type of envelope with her, and she wasn't even aware that the school was no wait, I think she was trying to still find out if the school was evil with monsters.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's a good point right there from what he's pointing out, because that's just the only part that she shows up in.
Yes.
Second season, sorry.
Yes, and a member from the Yakuza is looking for Skune. It's basically a bald guy with a gun. Which Yakuza do carry guns in Japan. How do I know this? I'm keeping my mouth shut for a reason, but if you're retarded enough to go to Japan and guns are illegal, you might as well live in the fucking country. If you go to Japan, you better have a fucking gun with you, because you are going to be fucked. If an animal comes
I'm reading on that very same subject for a lot of reasons, because from what he's saying, it's partially true. Every Yakuza has a gun or sword, apparently.
Yeah.
You know, I don't even know how that's possible, but there are laws there. A.
Yeah, plus the police force over there suck.
Yeah. And you know, the law states there is no gun allowed there, period, unless you're hunting.
No, hunting either.
Really?
Yeah.
From what I've researched, it just says only a shotgun for hunting, but...
Oh, okay, well, whatever, but we're getting off subject. Sorry about that, people.
Yeah, sorry about that, people.
That's something else. Okay, so Kyoko... Wait, is it Kyoto or Kyoko? Yeah, Kyoko.
Kyoko, sorry.
Yeah,
Kyoko.
thinks the school is for perverts, because basically of how Kurumuru, Mocha, Mizore, and all them look.
That's
And all
right.
that junk.
She originally thought it was for school sex trade, something like that. And
Yeah, that kind of thing.
It was spinning around that mind, and she thought Skune was really in danger.
Yeah. So basically, the Yakuza guy comes to attack Skune, but Skune escapes with Kyoko, and the girls fight. Skune attacks the Yakuza monster, leaving Kyoko behind in safety. And believe me, this guy has a gun and just firing away. So he just beats the crap out of the
guy.
Yeah. And then the envelope opens and a frog-like creature comes from the envelope. And then, of course, Lilith Mirror is basically the same, except the art teacher returns. But she plays a big role in the next chapter. So, snapshot of the future. So, Shinigami planned the Lilith Mirror attempt.
That's right.
She did. And Shinigami turns the girls into real monsters, and they go crazy on Skune. If you've seen that episode of the Lilith Mirror, we're not going to explain it in detail, but yeah. The frog creature is destroying the school. Shinigami turns into Medusa again.
That was really bad.
Mm-hmm. So Skune basically tries to break the girls out of the Lilith Mirror curse.
Yeah, that's right. He does try that.
Yes, and
he succeeds somehow.
Yes, he succeeds. And basically, yeah. He succeeds and just whoops. Yeah, and he just whoops the crap out of Skune. I mean, no, Skune whoops the crap out of Shinigami. She's gone for good.
She's gone.
And then that's pretty much the end of the festival.
You know, it's just a shock on how he was able to break them free, you know, them monsters.
Well, actually,
power.
They couldn't have the third festival, though, third day because of the attack, so, next to Shinigami, so, this is where they go to the human world. Of course, you know the human world and all that junk and whatnot. So, yeah.
And I think that's where they...
Fighting and stuff. Yeah.
His mommy. I found that to be a little bit interesting on how his mom is a total airhead and does not notice they're not ordinary girls. But, man, again, truth is stranger than fiction.
Exactly. And basically, well, actually, no, Skune doesn't beat the crap out of, Shinigami. Actually, it was Mocha. My bad. I am very sorry, people. It was Shinigami.
Oh.
Who got her ass whooped by Mocha.
Wow.
Yeah, sorry about that. I forgot about that, folks. Sorry, my notes are a little screwed up here. Anyways, so basically it's like they all go back to the school and stuff. And then basically they talk about how great everything is and whatnot and junk. About how it's a new beginning.
If I remember correctly, they had their passes revoked to the human world.
Mm-hmm.
Kunmu, Mocha, Yukari, and Mizuri. That's pretty much it.
Yeah. So, here's a little bonus story that we found called Forecast of Happiness. It's a bonus story. Now, there's a new enemy who is a vampire called Taria. Imui, I don't remember, but Imui talks to Mocha. Basically, Mocha's fascinated by him. There is a law where vampires can't mix with non-vampires, meaning Mocha and Skune.
Yeah.
So Skune...
Sorry, go ahead.
So Skune is depressed when Mocha isn't around to talk and stuff.
He is so jealous.
He is. And Mocha hasn't talked to him and has been skipping the newspaper club.
That's right. That did suck for him. That was basically a bad time.
So Skune finds Mocha and Inu, and Inu is holding Mocha, and then Skune storms off and says, "Sorry, didn't mean to see that." And then Imui is going to destroy Skune because Mocha still has a little friendship feeling for him, but Kurumaru makes her move when she figures out about this and just goes all goo goo gaga over him. But
that's right.
Mm-hmm.
Or Skune.
And Inu turns into a vampire.
But she really is not. Spoiler.
Yeah, it's spoiler. Kurumaru changes and does not want Skune because she doesn't want Mocha's mess. So basically, Skune goes to help Mocha. So, Imui annihilates Skune and just whoops the crap out of him, confronting him. And Skune takes off Mocha's rosary. Inu is a copycat monster.
Oh. You just go ape shit on that dude.
Oh, yeah. And
ape shit.
Mocha roundhouse kicks Inui because basically Skune actually, before the fight began, admitted everything to Mocha while Inu was there. And she felt like so loved. And after all that, Mocha said vampires love whoever they please. And that gave Skune a smile.
The law has, if I may, that law between vampires and humans was overturned centuries over. So it doesn't apply to them.
Yep.
Anymore.
That's pretty much the end of book 1, people. Now, of course, there will be some characters, Hakuto and Kirya, come in season 2. I've already explained that. So, people, we just gave you all some great examples, told you all what happened, and how the relationship gets up, how Kurumuru Mizore and everything. Yukuri didn't really have too much, but she plays a big role in season 2, big time. But season 1...
No, not so much.
Not so much, but season 2, she shines.
That she does.
Yes.
If I may make a suggestion to those who have seen the anime series and not seen the manga series, please look up the manga series, start reading it. If you can, start, paying for the books themselves. You'll actually find out what me and him have found out over this time, and you'll probably start agreeing with us depending on your opinion. So this is all for your benefits.
Yes.
To find out if they actually remake this series into the manga series or just keep it as it is. But I think that he's right. They should actually try to attempt to make the manga series into the anime. Believe it or not, I've only seen 13 episodes in each season, and I think that's kind of pathetic and lowballing. So if you think that we're on the same page, that we should be like, oh, they should make the series more better and remake it and include more episodes, please, subscribe to us and, comment on our
Yes, exactly. And
YouTube sectors.
I will definitely put your YouTube link down there. Now, okay, in my honest opinion, we're here just to say, look, we're here to give you hope. We're not here to exactly say, oh, they're exactly going to do it. We're just here to say, guys, we're here just to tell you, look, we're here to give you hope, saying, look, here's a reason why, and we're giving you ideas, possibilities, and key factors of, what they miss. And it's like, here, this is what we're giving you, and we're telling you this for that reason of why they should have another season or if they should redo it. So
yeah, that's basically what me and him have been working on this past few months because, from my understanding, if they're going to make a season 3, they should try to basically, and spoiler alert for the trailers of the next episodes of me and him, they're going to include Mocha's, reason behind her outer self in the rosary and her family's history. So,
exactly.
I'm not going to say the whole lot of it, but yeah, that's basically what it's going to be leading up to. And what they should have been, included or put into season 2 to try to fulfill them.
Exactly. So, well, guys, this concludes Rosario Vampire Season 3 possibilities. We are actually going to do a part 3. It's going to be coming next year when Rosario Vampire Season 2, when all the books finish. But there will be a part 3. So we're going to be keeping our eyes and ears on the new books, and me and him are going to be reading them, and we're going to be taking notes on them. So, alright guys, this is Zimian Basis.
And Franz Hopper speaking from you live from YouTube. Have a nice day and night.
Yep, you all too, and we will see you all next year, and we hope you all enjoyed our opinions and everything else. Goodbye, guys, and good night.